Hey everyone, welcome to Edu Study Hub. My name is Sishma, and in today's class, let us understand the word intellectual property. To understand the intellectual property, let us quickly understand the word property. The reason why I am discussing the property first and later the intellectual property is because they both are like two sides of the same coin. In order to understand the intellectual property, one has to know what is property. Now, coming back, the word property is used in numerous sense in general. If one looks around in the surroundings, everything available may be categorized as property. The sea, the air, and the like, it cannot be appropriated. Everyone may enjoy them, but no one has exclusive right in them. The essential characteristic of property is the value attached to it. In one way or the other, it is a source of wealth. Property not only includes money, it also includes source or element of income or wealth. So in general, the property can be owned by an individual or a group of individual. An owner of the property has right. Property has economic, socio-political, sometimes religious, and legal implication. It is the legal domain which institute the idea of ownership. For example, if you have a land, you can do anything in your land, but it should not be prohibited by law. If you have a land, the there are four things that you can do. The first thing is you have control over the use of property. The second is right to take any benefit from your property. The third, right to transfer or sell the property. Fourth one is right to exclude others from the property. You might have seen no trespasser board or this land belongs to so and so person. So if you have a property, you can consume it or you can sell, rent, mortgage, transfer, exchange the property. The property is any physical or intangible entity that is owned by a person or jointly by a group of people. Depending on the nature of the property, an owner of the property has right to consume or sell, rent, mortgage, transfer, exchange, or destroy their property and to exclude other from doing these things. The word property has not been defined in the Transfer of Property Act 1882, which exclusively talks about the property and the rights related to the property. But the term property has been defined in some other act as per their use and need. The first one is according to Section 2 Clause C of the Benami Transaction Prohibition Act 1988, property means property of any kind, whether movable or immovable property, tangible or intangible, and includes any right or interest in such property. The second one is according to Section 2 Clause 11 of Sale of Goods Act 1930, property means the general property in goods and not merely a special property. So there are different opinion and theories among the jurisprudence about the definition of property which differ from theory to theory. Now let us understand the types of property. The first one is corporeal property, incorporeal property, tangible property, intangible property. The corporeal property is also known as tangible property. It is seen to the people, that is land, chattels. They are material things. It has been recognized from the initial stage of human civilization. The Transfer of Property Act 1882 deals with land and buildings, mortgage, etc. The Sale of Goods Act 1930 deals with chattels and goods. Indian Contract Act coordinates all the necessary act and provision of them. The transfer of material thing is an age-old practice. Incorporeal property is also known as intangible property and it is also known as intellectual or conventional property. The intellectual property, it is a recent development in the world. The right in incorporeal property is right in rem, that is right against the entire world. They are produced by human skill and labor. For example, the book written by an author is recognized as property of his own. The recognition of these rights is new trend and it is a new idea. To protect these rights, Patent Act, Copyright Act, Trademark Act, etc. have been enacted in every country including India. So now we have understood that traditionally property is classified into movable and immovable property. Such property is called as corporeal or tangible property, that is having a bodily existence which can be seen and touched. And there is another category of property which is called as incorporeal or intangible property, which is beyond physical perception. That is, it cannot be sensed by any of the five physical sense. So now we have understood that the intellectual property in its proper sense can be defined as property that is created by a man making use of nothing but his intellect. Intellectual property first were known collectively as industrial property. The Paris Convention for the Protection of Industrial Property 1883 used the term industrial property instead of intellectual property. After the Paris Convention, other rights such as copyrights, right in performance, etc. were also included in industrial property. Gradually, in place of industrial property, the term intellectual property permanently coined. Intellectual property means a property created by human brain. It is not similar to that of land or house. The subject matter of intellectual property is very wide and includes literary and artistic works, films, computer programs, invention, design, trademark, etc. So we are aware that the mobile properties like vehicle, watches, gold, silver, etc., and immobile properties like house, land, etc., can be sold, mortgaged, leased, etc., from one person to another person. In similar way, the intellectual property can be sold, mortgaged, leased, assigned, etc., from one person to another person. So, intellectual property law concerns the legal right associated with creative effort or commercial reputation and goodwill. Intellectual property creates rights and duties. For example, if A, an author, writes a book X, A exercises all right over it. These rights are called as right in rem. There is a duty upon every person not to copy it and to take any unfair advantage of the work X of or the reputation of A. The intellectual property law explain all these rights and duties. The important reason for the development of intellectual property law is that a person who creates a work or has a good idea which he develops has right based partly on morality and partly on the concept of reward to control the use and exploitation of it, and he should be able to prevent others from taking unfair advantage of his efforts. Infringement of other rights, making counterfeiting, is equal to the theft of goods. Intellectual property law protects the intellectual property owner from the infringement and counterfeiting. One of the reasons for Thomas Alva Edison to toil in his laboratory for developing electric bulb, that is carbon filament lamp, might have been the guarantee assured by the intellectual property that he will have exclusive right of commercial exploitation out of his invention. He went on to register more than 1000 patents by the age of 21 years. The protection afforded by the intellectual property law encourages inventions, creation, and discoveries would be protected by law and no one else would be able to steal the fruit of their hard toil. So, if you have any questions, leave it in a comment box. And if you like my video, like and subscribe to my channel and click on the notification button so that whenever I post a new video, you'll be updated. So, thank you.